This month we've seen a new effigy, 50p sellouts and a new coin entering circulation.
That's right, it's been a very busy month and we've certainly got a lot of exciting news to share with you all.
So let's get stuck in. I'm Alex.
And I'm Rachel, and this is your Change Checker newsletter for October.
Now this month we received the very exciting news that 5 million Pride 50p's entered circulation on the 25th of October. Now these were distributed via 2,000 post offices in the UK, so hopefully by now quite a few of you have been able to find them in your change. How exciting.
Oh, that is so exciting. You know, we had the news of the Pride 50p being released earlier in the year, and this is celebrating 50 years since the very first Pride event in London. So a really remarkable coin, something that we've never seen before on UK 50p. So I think collectors just love that in itself, but the fact it's going into circulation just makes it even more exciting. But you know what? We also need to remember that this is probably the last UK coin to enter circulation with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the obverse. So that's going to make it hugely collectible.
It really will.
You know, I know they said 5 million are going to circulation, but I think they're going to be snapped up.
Yeah.
I think collectors, as soon as they find this coin, they're going to be adding it to their collection.
Yeah, really, really fast. I can't imagine many of them will stick around, especially like you say, if it's that last portrait. Oh, how exciting. But of course, we do have the coin in brilliant uncirculated quality for those of you that just don't want to risk not being able to find this in your change. I'm sure you will, but just in case, there is a link to it in the description box below and you can get it for just £4.99 plus post and packaging.
Now, Change Checkers, I'm sure you can guess what one of the most exciting things of the month has been for us. Of course, this is the brand new Harry Potter 50p, celebrating 25 years of magic since that publication of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And we've been so excited waiting for this 50p. The news has been out there for a little while and we were just waiting to be able to see this coin and to be able to actually see the physical Harry Potter 50p, the first one that the UK has ever seen. And it does look incredible, doesn't it?
It really, really does. And do you know what? The wonderful thing about Harry Potter is that we've seen so many incredible interpretations of it, you know, through the books, through the films, but actually this is probably my favourite yet. So these illustrations that you can see on the coin have been taken directly from the 2015 fully illustrated book, which was the first ever fully illustrated book by Jim Kay. Now, these illustrations, Rachel and I spoke about them when the first Harry Potter 50p was issued, about how kind of mystical and magical they are, but they also kind of have a little bit of like a grotesque, like horror side to them, which I think for adults, that's exactly what we all love.
It's quite dark. You know, Harry Potter is, you know, you do have that magic and that wonder, but it is, at times, it can be almost scary, can't it? You know, especially for children, but that's what makes it so exciting. These films and the books and everything from the Harry Potter world is so loved from so many different generations. And like you say, we all have those different versions of Harry Potter that we know and love. And to see Jim Kay's illustrations brought to life on a 50p is extra special. And of course, we can't forget there is that lenticular feature as well. So when you tilt the coin, it changes between the number 25 and the lightning bolt, which is something extra special.
That really is so exciting. Now, we did have a video, Gemma put a video together for you guys, so you can watch it just up here, and it's also in the description box below, all about that special lenticular feature and why that could make this 50p one of the most sought after 50p's yet, because, you know, it's very rare that we see these lenticular features on our commemorative coins. We've seen it on the £2 coin and the £1 coin, but never on a UK 50p. So it's really special that on the UK's first Harry Potter 50p, we also get that special extra bit of magic.
Yeah, but we will actually see this feature repeated across 3 more coins. That's because overall there will be 4 50p's in the Harry Potter series. So we've got more to look forward to, which is absolutely incredible. So coming up later this year, we'll also have the Hogwarts Express 50p.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I am as well. I think that'll be really cool. Just looking at the illustrations from Jim Kay, you can really imagine what that's going to look like on the 50p, which is great. And then next year we'll have Dumbledore, and there will also be Hogwarts Castle. Now, the thing to bear in mind here is that we've obviously got 2 coins this year, 2 coins next year. This year we have Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, but next year we do have that new portrait of King Charles. So this collection is going to feature 2 different portraits on the coins, which is really, really incredible and quite unique.
Yeah, almost like the first and the last kind of sets. They always are so popular with collectors. You know, you often find collectors trying to find the last of something and the first of the new series. So this is a really good chance, to put them side by side in a collecting pack or something, or in your albums. It's going to look amazing.
Portraits. Yeah, very, very cool. Now, lucky collectors have been getting their hands on these coins, and on launch day, we even had 1,000 free gifts to give away to you guys. So do let us know in the comments below if you were lucky enough to receive one of those gifts. And if you've got your new Harry Potter 50p, we'd love to hear what you think about it. We absolutely love it and can't wait to see the others as they are released.
this month we saw a brand new 50p celebrating 100 years of our BBC. Now, we've seen a lot of celebrations happening across the BBC, particularly Strictly Come Dancing. They dedicated their whole 90-minute show to different shows from the BBC, and it was absolutely amazing. And I know that lots of you were watching, you were commenting on our Facebook post saying that you were. And do you know what, it's right that we celebrate the BBC. You know, it has broadcasted some of the world's most exciting highs. You know, think back to the Olympics, the millennium, and obviously, of course, it has been there to give us all the information on some of the saddest lows. You know, most recently, you know, I think we were all sat at home watching Her Late Majesty's funeral with thanks to the BBC for bringing us that broadcast. So, you know, it's been an amazing 100 years for such an iconic establishment. So it's amazing that we've now got it on a 50p commemorated for life.
Yeah, I think it's a really fitting tribute actually to our BBC to have this brand new 50p that's been issued. It's actually been developed in partnership with the BBC as well, and the design is by Henry Gray. Now, this coin has been incredibly popular, and I think we all kind of knew it would be because the BBC is so well known across the whole world, not just in the UK. But this coin actually sold out of all the limited edition presentations within just 2 hours of going on sale at the Royal Mint, and that is incredible, isn't it?
They were speedy. Those collectors were really speedy, and this is why me and Rachel do always say, like, you really mustn't wait. If there's a particular coin that you are after, you've got to get in there. And you know, when we do have the opportunity to sign up for information on coins, that's where you really benefit because you get that first notification about new coins, and it's so important. Obviously, of course, those of you that are on the Change Checker 50p subscription, you would have not even had to have worried on launch day, which is the best feeling ever, because if you were seeing all of those coins sell out, could you imagine the panic?
Yeah, I know, and the queues on the websites as well to try and get on to get those coins, and if you're stuck in a queue and you get there and they're gone, that is heartbreaking, really, isn't it? So, yeah, like Alex said, if you're on that 50p subscription, you're guaranteed to receive all of the latest coins as soon as they are issued. Now, we do still have the BBC 50p available in brilliant uncirculated quality for just £4.99 plus postage, so you can still get hold of this coin. Now, it's actually very reminiscent of the 2021 John Logie Baird 50p. Of course, this is celebrating the father of television. I think it's quite fitting in with that similar sort of BBC theme. So if you do have that coin in your collection, BBC is probably the perfect pair for it, or vice versa.
Absolutely.
And you know, we've even seen similar themes on the £2 coin. So all the way back in 2001, there was that wireless transmission £2 as well. So it does tie into a wider theme, I would say, this coin, but it has just been so well received by collectors.
It really, really has. Well, click the link in the description box below if you want to secure the BBC 50p for your collection, and there is also a link in the description box below to the 50p subscription service too.
Now, some of the most exciting news to come out of the month is the fact that we have seen for the very first time a brand new obverse portrait on our UK coins. Now, the very first coins featuring this new portrait have been released to commemorate Queen Elizabeth II's incredible life and reign. But, you know, the obverse design is the most important thing of this coin. The fact that we have a brand new design showing the new King's portrait on coins for the first time is absolutely incredible.
Do you know what? That marks a huge moment for coins. You know, we're now transitioning into a whole new range of coins that we've never seen before. You know, they'll still stay the same shape and we'll still get amazing reverse designs, but it actually is going to take some getting used to. We're really lucky. We actually got our hands on one of the first 50p's. So we have it with us, and looking at it, it is going to take some getting used to. I mean, it looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but it is going to be strange.
It is, you're kind of turning it over like, well, where's the Queen?
Exactly.
It's very odd, we're not used to it.
We're not, and do you know what, I think credit to Martin Jennings. He's a British sculptor and he has done an absolutely wonderful job at really recreating the likeness of His Majesty. You know, it's amazing seeing it for the first time. Do you know what, we've all now got a piece of history in our change, because 9.6 million of these 50p's will be entering circulation from December.
That's incredible, isn't it? That really gives us all a great chance to be able to find this coin in our change. And I think that's brilliant that we do have that opportunity. I think everyone needs to be starting up, looking out for these coins, whether or not you're even a collector. This is history in the making right here.
It really is.
We need to be able to find those coins, hunt them down and keep them for our collections, because how special to have the very first coin from our new monarch, something that we haven't seen for 70 years.
Oh my goodness.
Suddenly is in the making. And you know, looking at the reverse design of these coins as well, so the 50p, the one that you can find in your change, actually has a reverse taken from the 1953 coronation crown. That was by Edgar Fuller and Cecil Thomas. So we really see that poignant tribute to Her Majesty, which is great that we still have that. This is a memoriam coin, remember. But on the obverse, we do have that brand new portrait of the King. So something extra special to have kind of the final lasting tribute to Her Majesty and the brand new obverse design of His Majesty.
Yeah.
That's just great.
It's a really nice transition, isn't it? It's, it's nice that it's not so much of a stark change. We're really honouring 70 years of numismatic history as well, actually. Like you've pointed out, the Queen's been on our coins for 70 years.
Yeah,
so
such a long time.
Yeah, we can't just ignore that. So it's really nice having this 50p, like Rachel said, that kind of transitions us into this new wave of coinage, which is so exciting. Yeah. And obviously when there is a low mintage figure, that's exciting in itself. It does build a story, but equally for change checkers, having a coin that's got 9.6 million minted, that's amazing, because how many people can get their hands on it? That is what coin collecting is all about, is giving everyone the chance to get their hands on these coins. So very, very exciting. And for those of you who might be taking a trip to the Royal Mint experience, we have received news that the Strike Your Own is going to be this very 50p, but for a very limited time, only from the 28th of October to the 20th of November. So if you haven't already got your tickets, I would really recommend going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were there earlier in the month, unfortunately just before this news, which is such a shame. We still managed to strike Winnie the Pooh and Friends, which is still pretty good, but this is absolutely incredible. If you do get a chance to go, I would highly recommend it, to have that coin as a Strike Your Own, and then you can find it in your change as well. And of course you get the change checker version for just $4.99. So to have those different versions of the coins, you're going to be well chuffed. But I think this is an incredible moment for collecting. If you need to swap coins to get hold of this one, you can use the Change Checker Swap Centre. You can use the Facebook group as well. That's one of the best ways to really help you build up your collection, is swapping with other collectors, asking friends, family, everyone to look out for you, and even going to banks and post offices, asking them if they found them, if they've seen them recently, and if you could get your hands on them that way. This is going to reinvigorate collecting, I think, at a time when everyone is looking to find this coin.
Yeah, that's so exciting. Just keep asking, get the word out there, get the buzz about collecting back. We've waited for something like this for so long, and obviously under the circumstances, I think we all would have rather, a different change. But how exciting that by the end of the year, we're marking a new age of coins, and now is the time to really be checking your change. So like Rachel said, spread the word, get everyone checking. There is also a link to the coin in brilliant uncirculated quality in Change Checker packaging in the description box below, so you can get your hands on it for just £4.99 plus postage. (2022) marks 100 years since Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered by Howard Carter, and a brand new £5 coin has been issued to mark that incredible moment in history. Now, Laura Clancy is behind the design of this, and it is so striking. We all think, when you think of Tutankhamun, your mind goes straight to that iconic gold mask, and that is what's been portrayed on this brand new £5 coin. It's absolutely spectacular, and having a £5 coin being the size that it is, it really allows for so much detail. And absolutely, Laura has not spared any detail on this coin, because it's absolutely stunning.
It is incredible. I'm a big fan of ancient Egypt, ancient history, and I think this is just so exciting. We've seen before, previous history-based coins have always proved very, very popular, but something like this, dating back 100 years since Tutankhamun's tomb was discovered, that is absolutely incredible. And imagine, you discover the burial chamber, you find this incredible gold mask. How amazing that moment would have been, to have that now celebrated on a UK coin, as Howard Carter was himself, British Egyptologist. So the fact that we are celebrating that history is just incredible, and I think collectors are going to absolutely love this one.
They will. We've seen a lot of positive comments as well on our YouTube video, which Gemma did, and I think that's it. We've all got a curiosity around ancient Egypt, and since that burial chamber was discovered, over 100 years ago, the world really has been intrigued by artifacts found in the tomb, in the tombs and all sorts. There was exhibitions at the British Library for a long time on Tutankhamun and all the discoveries that came with it, and I think it's amazing that moment in history is now encapsulated on a £5 coin.
Yeah, that's right.
You talk about how popular this coin is going to be, and I wonder whether there's obviously an element of the Queen's portrait being on it and being issued so late into the year. We do kind of know that it could be one of the last UK coins featuring her on it.
I mean, we're in October now, there's only a few months left of the year, which seems mad how quickly this year has gone by. But to know that from next year we're going to start seeing the King's portrait on coins, you're right, this could be one of the very last ones. And I think we saw a huge rush of people trying to get their hands on any Queen Elizabeth II coins after her sad passing, and now to have one of the very, very last coins, that would be extra special. In fact, I think we're going to see the majority of this year's coins are going to prove to be very, very popular, but this one in particular, for any collector, I think is definitely one you're going to want to get your hands on.
There is a link to the coin in the description box below, and you can get your hands on it for just £10.99 plus post and packaging.
Well, what a fun-filled month October has been. Do let us know if you managed to find one of those Pride 50p's in your change, and if you've got your hands on any of the brand new UK issues.
Now, we have got lots of fun activity coming up, so to make sure that you don't miss out, subscribe to our channel and turn your notifications on so that you get notified every time we upload.
And if you are listening on the Change Checker podcast, then please give us a follow and a 5-star review so that we know you like the episodes just like this.
Otherwise, we'll be seeing you all next time, and we'll be reporting on the month of November.
See you then.